everybody. I hope that you and your family are all safe and sound during these really tough times that we're going through right now. Like many of us out there, I have been ordered to stay home, and while at home, I felt the inspiration to attempt another YouTube video after my long hiatus. So, I hope you guys enjoy this particular one because it took me a little bit out of my comfort zone. I am not gonna lie. This has been requested a number of times on my channel and it's just been pushed to the back just because I honestly was just terrified to put heat on my hair again. Because when I was younger, I treated my hair really badly. In my last few years of high school and a little bit in college, I really messed up my hair, man. It got to the point where I would flare in my hair every single morning, and that was tragic. For my poor little strands, they were just devastated. Just Google the word heat damage and you'll see. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm just gonna insert a picture of the actual damage that I'm talking about. Do you see that? Yeah, I was crazy. I went insane trying to straighten it, y'all. Like, don't go down this path. Your hair will suffer. And on top of that, y'all see I had color in it too. I was going crazy. But anyways, let's get on with the video, shall we? For my blow dryer here, anytime I use it, it's on medium heat. Low heat, sure, your hair will take a little bit longer to dry, but it will get dry. And I'm sure many of you already know or practice this, but you should definitely separate your hair into sections if you have a lot of hair to deal with. And since I'm using that real hard body heat today, I gotta use heat protectant, okay? Make sure you get a nice good heat protectant that's light on your hair, doesn't weigh it down. Protecting my curl pattern is really important to me, so a heat protectant is a must-have. And equally important is the type of flat iron you use. So the flat iron I use is called the Ion One Stroke. And it's funny, I only picked this up because when I saw one of my girlfriends using it, hey Tay, and her hair turned out super bomb. So I was like, okay, I need this flat iron in my life. And with this flat iron, my preference was medium heat, which is around 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, separate your hair into small sections that you can handle and then begin to detangle your hair. For me, it takes a lot to detangle my hair, meaning I have to comb it and comb it and comb it, and by the time I finish combing, it's tangled again, so I have to comb it again. So there's gonna be a lot of combing in this video. So settle in, buckle up, and get ready for loads of combing. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna speed through most of it, but you get the gist. Comb, 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 detangle, detangle, then flat iron. And for my viewers who are focused more so on details, I'm just going to show you exactly my steps here. I use my paddle brush to roughly go over everything. Then I use a regular tooth comb to comb through it. Then an incredibly small tooth comb to go over it a third time. The small tooth comb is what I'm going to use as my guide as I use my flat iron to come down. And basically it's separating my hair for me as I go down, so it could just be the one pass, okay? Now here's the one thing I always run into. While pressing my hair with the flat iron, I run into a snag at the ends. That's because my ends really need to be trimmed. To easily combat this issue, all you have to do is go back through the ends of your hair and detangle it as best you can and run the flat iron over it one more time. That's all you're gonna need for it to get straight. Do you see how my ends are still a bit fluffy? Yeah, we're trying to get rid of that. Let's try to get that as straight as possible. Use the smallest tooth comb you have and really try to detangle those ends and run that flat iron through. And just take a look at that comparison here. There's a huge difference. This way when I trim, I'll get a nice even cut. And I'm about to be finished here. I would say it took me about an hour and a half to finish my entire head because I took it kind of slow. I was watching a few episodes of Dragon Prince on Netflix. Really good show, by the way. If you're bored and you need something to watch, definitely watch. Um, but this is the finished look. I'm going to cut my hair though. I really don't like how my ends look. But I'm pretty happy with how my flat iron turned out. No, it's not bone straight because that's not what I was going for. I use low heat for a reason. I want my curls to bounce back at the end of all this. So, what do you guys think? Is my kinky yacky texture working for you? Now it's time for me to kick back and wait for about a week until my boyfriend gets here so he can cut my hair for me. Oh, y'all thought I was going to do my hair myself? No, I can't see the back of my head. I need some help. So yeah, he's been helping me for the last few years. So that's his job now. Yeah. Oh, and in the meantime, since I have no plans for my hair whatsoever besides trimming it, I'm just gonna put it in a ballerina bun for the whole week because I don't have time for this. Dealing with all this hair, wind hitting, being hot all up in my nape. I don't have time for it. So it's gonna go up. And that is probably the most low maintenance way to keep my hair when it's straight. Sure, it's not the cutest thing in the world, but eh. Thank you all so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next one.